Those who are ardent fans of American talk shows, you are signed up for good because the Tamron Hall show season 7 is finally here, as well as alongside the Sherri Shepherd show. Just call it Sherri. Season 7 premiere that debuted last night. Oh my goodness. And I want us to actually take a look at the intro premieres between the Tamron Hall show and then the Sherri Shepherd. And then for my Kenyan people, watu wangu wa home, msijali, I'm going to interpret to you and just fill you in who is Sherri Shepherd and who is Tamron Hall. First, let's take a look at the Tamron Hall show that premiered first, I think, last week. And then we'll take a look at the intro for the Sherri Shepherd show. So let's take a look at the Tamron Hall show.
Today on Tamron Hall, it's our big premiere. We've got the hottest shows, music, and viral superstars of the summer. The Hunting Wives stars Katie Lowe and Jamie Ray Newman from the UK to our studio. Hi, Tampa! Meet the real woman behind the Jet 2 holiday viral videos. Omarion, with his epic summer moment, takes our stage and kicks off a fresh season 7 of Unforgettable.
Oh my goodness, this is excellence beyond excellence. One thing about American talk shows is the production teams. It's like these guys know how to bring out that international feel and that touch and that connecting. Because just look at the color grading, look at the lighting, the camera angles, the storytelling, the editing. Bruh, this is not normal editing. This is not your normal sit down on Final Cut and or Premiere Pro. This is beyond editing, man. And you can see the host, the audience, and the storytelling, the cuttings, the cutouts, the camera angles, man. I wish we had such, talk shows in Kenya. Now, just to fill you in about Tamron Hall started off as an investigative journalist, so she's a professional. And the reason why I'm saying she's a professional journalist is because she went on and had a massive career on the Today Show, on MSNBC, and she ended up now with her, her talk show. Despite the fact that she was a black woman who beat all the odds in the extremely cutthroat American media industry, as a black person rising to the top and having a talk show with your own name, definitely this woman has a story to tell. And so does Sherri Shepherd. I want us to take a look at the intro for the Sherri Shepherd show that premiered for its 4th season. And then we're gonna react.
Next up, Sherri. And now, your host, Sherri Shepherd.
Oh my goodness, you know what? Just look, the color grading, bruv, the lighting, the ambience, the graphics, the cut, the editing, the pictures, the transition, the photo shoot. Oh my goodness, man. I wish in Kenya we had such talk shows. In future, I want to have a talk show, either the one like Sherri Shepherd or the one like Tamron Hall. So let me fill you in who Sherri Shepherd was. Sherri Shepherd started as an actress and comedian. She went on and became a co-host on The View that airs on ABC, that still also shares studios with Tamron Hall. And one of them, it's actually one of the America's biggest broadcaster. And she went on to, possibly because before the Wendy Williams left the airwaves, Sherri Shepherd was filling in for her. So she was a stand-up comedian. She's still a stand-up comedian and actress. And you might remember her from Tyler Perry's movie, inaitwa Straw. The Straw movie, I think, in premiere too. Juicy, it features Taraji P. Henson. And most of you actually watched Straw on Netflix. So she's that lady in the movie Straw. And trust me, bro, I love the studio setup, the lighting, the editing, the audience. It just brings the joy, the laughter, and that daytime flow and feel. Oh my goodness. In Kenya, why don't we have such talk shows? I love to have such a talk show. And to date it back to Wendy Williams, so how I came across Wendy Williams was back then in 2015 in campus. I was studying my diploma and I was really pushing my way to get into radio. And luckily enough, I found a teacher who connected me to a campus radio, and they told me, if you want us to have you right here, then you have to do something. So I listened to Kiss and Classic, and then I presented a demo, and I was told, you try imitate. I think it was called the Daily Dance on Kiss FM. I think by then it was being it was being presented by Linda Nyangweso. Yeah. And I had to actually do a male version of, what was trending, what was hot, and what was not. And when I was researching, I landed on the Wendy Williams show. And Wendy Williams was all about, she's the OG of hot topics of gossip TV. And I had to study the American, let's say, broadcasting and storytelling, and how talk shows and how presenters actually behave. How do they talk? How do they relate to the audiences? How do they storytell? How do they entertain and captivate and communicate? So all of those things actually inspired me. And I just became a big fan of American talk shows. Until today, I watched the Wendy Williams show repeat, the Sherri Shepherd, it's season 4. I've been following it up. The Tamron Hall show, Jimmy Kimmel, Stephen Colbert. There's this other one, Anajita Nani, CNN's Abby Phillip. This other guy, what is his name? Karamo. Guys, why don't we have such talk shows in Kenya, man? Who would you give such a talk show if you are a producer, an executive producer, or you had a production and you wanted to actually give, I don't know, perhaps in future the Brown Sakwa show, or just Sakwa. Just imagine having your own show with your name on it in the cutthroat American media industry, bruh. It's big. You'll go down in the TV or the broadcast Hall of Fame. You'll be celebrated and studied in universities. So that's a big accomplishment. I'm sure you guys will be watching. Which montage and intro did you love? Sherri is a comedian. Tamron Hall is a journalist. Tell me. But I love both of them. Tamron Hall is good at what she does. Sherri Shepherd is a comedian. She'll make you laugh and just bring the joy and the laughter. Which one did you love? Please let me know. And which one do you think will be cancelled first between the Tamron Hall show and the Sherri Shepherd? Which one do you think will be cancelled first? I'm not talking about the Jennifer Hudson show, because they said hers is a plant, but also she's doing a lot, interviewing some of your best elites. Please let me know.